What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring you all a new Tokyo Ghoul video, and as you can already see, it's a little bit different than normal. The reason for this is because I want to actually be able to show you some of the things I found on the screen here, and it'll allow you to actually see it in its entirety for I don't mix up anything and mess up certain lines. So I was looking at, ROS again. I decided to go back to see exactly what all the symptoms, who died from it, just different things, just to, actually talk about a certain fury about the red hair of Kaneki. I was actually going to make a video on that and some tarot cards, but then I started, diving in a little bit deeper to this ROS, and I discovered something which kind of shocked me. Now, this is just a fury. I just want to say real quick, this is a fury. This does not mean that it's actually happening, so we'll just have to see where it goes. But there is some things here that's pretty damn scary when you start piecing things together. For one, as we already know, ROS is a disease, and I've discussed it many times over in the, Ghoul Biology 101 video I did it in many other reviews in the past, so I'm not really going to dive into where our ROS is, how it, comes about. I'm not going to really dive deeply into that, because I have videos I've already discussed in my Tokyo Ghoul playlist. The thing is, what I want to talk about is the symptoms. Look at the symptoms of ROS. Intense pain, digestive system issues, confusion and memory alteration. That right there is a key, whoa, I think some of you might have already have keyed in on what this video is about with me just saying that. The degradation of the five senses and regression into a childlike mental state. Now that I've showed you that, let's show you a picture on the screen. This picture you're looking at this moment is Kaneki talking with his younger self. And let's think about what the symptoms are again. Regression into a childlike mental state. What has happened in these past couple chapters? Just think about that for a second. Kaneki has become his original personality before Part 1 Tokyo Ghoul, and with that, you can assume he's going more into a childlike mental state, because he's going back to his childlike personality. And also, confusion and memory alteration. This right here is a huge, key flag. This is a flag right here, because as we know, Kaneki's main issue at the moment in the series is how he has actually altered his memories. Memory alteration and confusion. And with symptoms like this, I'm like, whoa, what the hell? So, we start this arc. We start the Tsukiyama arc, finding out about how the Tsukiyamas are very different. They have, problems getting a Kakuja. Then we find out about, ROS, and then how Haru, how she was affected by ROS, which is, Shirazu's sister. And we found out about all this in the same exact arc as what's going on right now with Kaneki versus Eto, and how Kaneki got his memory back. And with this, it's just very strange how this was all done and orchestrated by Ishida. And then if you look at the symptoms, there's some of the symptoms that actually go along with what is going on here in ROS, like with the recent chapter of Tokyo Ghoul. So, one thing I want to point out is if you did not know, the Kakujas are pretty much like some form of ROS, because you have too much, RC cells inside of you, and it makes it to where you develop that disease. And I've discussed this quite a bit, so I'll have the link in the description if you want to check it out for yourself about, the ROS and stuff. But the main thing is I want to point out, there is a possibility, there might be a possibility. Now, like I said, this is just a theory, now take it with a grain of salt. But there is a possibility Kaneki might be slowly developing ROS because of some of these symptoms, regressing into a childlike mental state. I mean, the mental state of Kaneki, we already know. He might as well be in a childlike state because he's going back to his child personality. And then you have it to where confusion and memory alteration, that goes along with it as well, and you're like, what the shit? And then, digestive system problems of ROS for humans, as we know, is probably because of they want, RC cells to eat human meat. But, like I said, I discussed that before. So yeah, I just wanted to point this out. It's a quick video I wanted to discuss because right here, this blew my mind away when I noticed some key links between ROS and Kaneki in his mental state at the moment. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me your theories on this. And yeah, you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.